Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Broken Lords on Endless. Alright, we're about to have 4 supporting units. I think this is the position that a guy from Kajnor can get to in a single move, right? That's why we're here. Alright, we're about to have Dust Bishops researched, so we may want to add a couple of Dust Bishops to the crew here. And like I said, we can outfit them with adamantium weapons. Hey, go. And that'll take a little bit of the strain off of the Palladian. So I'm assuming, yeah, where they are, they're totally participating. Unwind Waybridge is gaining levels, that's cool. It's cool that our guys are getting more skills. Alright, just out of curiosity, because I want to be sure. We do have everybody equipped with a circlet, right? Oh my god, I'm being a dumb guy. You know what we don't have everybody equipped with? I feel stupid. We should be getting +1 dust from citizens in our cities. I don't think we need these on everybody right this second, but I apparently will forget if I don't put them on, and we certainly are not hurting for glass steel. Okay. So let us put together a Dust Bishop design real quick. I like the Dust Bishops a lot, but they are not very damaging units. They're really good at keeping the team alive, that's for sure. Go for improved damage 1, and then adamantium long scepters. We definitely want exhaustion, which lowers enemy defense. Okay. So what are we looking at cost-wise? 742 versus 526. So Dust Bishops are significantly more expensive. In terms of turns to build, it's 2 extra turns here, or in Kajnor it is just 1. The question is, how many Dust Bishops do we want? I'm thinking maybe like 2 Dust Bishops per army, which would mean that we actually don't need to produce any more Stalwarts, because we produce 2 Dust Bishops, and then we swap 2 Stalwarts out of this army. Yeah, I guess let's start working on them. Yeah. You can tell I'm a little unsure. So we probably have time to get 1 Dust Bishop into the fight before this pops off. Okay, we're rebuilding citizens, we're expanding our cities. Things are, yeah, we're doing important things. We're doing things that matter. How far are we off of this? A long way yet. Okay, well, like, honestly, mining rights is probably pretty good to have. But what I was going to say is, honestly, a lot of this stuff is not super important. I mean, we should pick up Rare Metal Foundry. But mining rights and automated production are both pretty good structures. Maybe we want to do those first. Let's get our 1 Hyperium extractor up at least. We don't see any Mithrite, but I mean, we have very little vision. Oh yeah, I was going to buy a boat. How expensive is this boat? Wow, that is an expensive boat. Or it would be 4 turns to build it. Alright, let's do this. Let's just rush it out. We'll have a look around with it. I suspect that it will at least pay for itself, but I don't know how much more benefit we're going to get out of it beyond that. And they're pillaging our extractor, and we're just kind of letting them. I'm busy. It took them a long time to do it, which suggests to me that this is not, you know, very many units. Okay, Allegra Mordicant is about to not be super relevant. So what we could do is damage fortification. That would cause this battle to occur very soon. A bunch of his guys are in boats off the coast right now, though. Like, maybe this is the time. Oh, he's bringing in extras. We need, in 2 turns' time, to have 480 influence. So, we're totally clear on that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's damage his fortifications. Wow, I really thought that was going to be more effective. Badly injured and returned to the academy. 40%, there was an 11% chance of that happening with a security score of 40. That sucks. Well, what a bummer. Okay, we don't really need a central market here. What we need is to finish the triangle. Is there anything super important that we need to do? Oh, yes. Naquakik. Hold on. We want to move this over to here, probably. There's no good reason that ships should be built, like, in this little inland bay. So why don't we head first for the ruin that we can see? I mean, I don't want to end my turn in the lightning on the way there. Yeah, we'll get there next turn. I was kind of hoping that this would put us in a position where we could attack a little bit more aggressively. Well, I mean, 114 fortification is not that big. Why don't I attack right at the beginning of next turn? Everything that they have will have a single point of fortification, or a single attack's worth of fortification on it then. Assuming that we're beating their defense. Which we are. Although, again, morale's gonna play a big part in whether that's actually true in practice. We can buy some population here, so let's go for Naquakik. We have our 2 luxuries incoming. Do we want to change our assimilate? Ursus make buildings cheaper. We get plus science, plus resources from our strategic resource extractors. Plus 1 per turn it would be, because we have 2 villages. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, and our approval is high enough that didn't even drop us from Fervent. I think that that's wise. We're probably not going to be using the unit of any minor faction that we pull in. Okay, so let us... I can do this, and then move these guys adjacent to the city, and we're going to attack them on this next turn. Let's just get the fortification as low as possible, just in case we, you know, get half damage going and stuff. So as soon as it lets me... Yep, and we're just barely not involving Randaria's garrison. As soon as it gives me proper control, we're attacking. I don't want them to have time to move these guys off of the water. Okay, the blood crystals need to keep rolling. Let's go see what we have over here. Something cool? 120 dust? Okay. Fine with that. Alright, let's resolve this battle. Okay, there's only 2 real units in it. And we have a significant force. This should be something that we can do. We have a little bit of fortification. Where's my hero? I mean, honestly, this is... We're basically a brainless melee force, so really all we can do is run at them. Okay, so remember the parasites being thrown by the proliferators will give the necrophages extra units, free units, if we lose the battle. Each unit that died with a parasite in it will hatch into a Battleborn, which are pretty good units. The Proliferator is really, really important to the necrophage strategy of never-ending war. These guys are shifting around in really awkward ways. Okay, I mean, I'm pretty much just going to let them run themselves for the moment. The Necro Drone is going to be everybody's target on this coming turn, though. So this turn we should see the end of the Forager. Yeah. All right, and now it is all about that Necro Drone. And once the Necro Drone's down, the battle's over, effectively. We shouldn't lose too many guys, although the Necro Drone is going to hit us really hard, and we might end up losing our ranged hero because they're focusing in slightly incorrectly. Please, let's try to murder this thing. Oh, I assumed it was going for the hero. It has tended to go for the hero in the past. Yeah, that was 244 damage. I don't care for this. I don't like that he's going to prevent us from getting a real surround on this thing. It looks like we might be able to do enough damage to it to kill it this turn anyway. We can hope. No, my unit... This guy really needed to not take up a space next to that thing while attacking the wrong target. And it has happened again. Okay. That's very annoying. So that thing just got an extra turn because my units are dedicated to blocking. Alright, well, this should be the end of it. Okay. So, now the fight is over. We lost one unit. It's not too bad. We'll replace him straight up with a Dust Bishop. Shouldn't be a big deal. And 884 dust. Excellent. Greetings. Actually, we should do this from this side. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way we're going to do this that doesn't get Rondaria involved. Alright, plus reinforcement positions. We will start to lead with her at some point. But for right now, Real Kata's army is going to be dangerous, more dangerous enough that we should probably keep this up. So I'm a little concerned about this. Oh, we need to retrofit you. I realized during the battle that her stats didn't make any sense because she's not wearing any gear. I think we're going to go with the Adamantian Exhaustion Staff. Again, lowering people's defense is very valuable to us. Our attack and damage numbers are really not that high. You need to be improved movement, and then maybe improved damage and improved army damage. I don't know how valuable Army Initiative Boost 1 is going to be. We're behind by a lot of initiative, so my suspicion is that we probably can't beat them pretty much no matter what we do. Okay. Why don't you guys give us dust for a little bit? These are the things you care about. And make me a stalwart. Well, we could make a Dust Bishop. We don't have the resources for a Dust Bishop. Never mind. I'm just trying to think about... I want the city to have some defenses, right? So he's got a couple of Necrodrone 6s, which are scary. They're tough units. We can't really fight a huge number of them. Yeah, this just barely has the city involved. There's no way to attack this this army without involving the city. But we could back up a little bit, probably. Make them come after us in a way that doesn't involve the city. I just ran at them, but it's not actually a good idea to engage here. And I'm not sure what the situation is with the city's garrison right now. Well, I think we're building sensibly in most of our cities. Do I want to buy out? Yeah, let's buy out some units. Yeah, sure. Okay. So actually, I probably want to move back. Or, I mean, if I attack these guys and they bring in the reinforcements from the city, that's actually probably not that bad because it means that their reinforcements have to trickle in, which means that we will get a much better chance of dealing with them. Alright, I'm not too worried about this minor faction quest. That's something that we'll deal with in the future. Okay, so what exactly does Rondaria have in it? It has... Okay, it's the same garrison that it had in it last time we were aware. Okay, let's do it. I think it may be the case that this Necrodrone comes at us alone. There's definitely some chance of it not receiving backup. Yeah. Sometimes the AI does this. They make an attack that only makes sense because of how much backup their unit has, and then they don't actually include the backup, and so their unit gets ganged up on and murdered. Alright, our attack values are pretty good. Unfortunately, we are going to fail to kill this thing this turn. Oh no! One of the guys who was adjacent to it still had a turn left. Alright, free kill. Thanks for that, you huge weirdo. Is he coming to take back the city? Is this his intent? Let's get you guys out here toward the fighting. I mean, if he took it back, we would just take it back on his turn. So I'm not sure that this is, like... I'm not sure he's thought this through. Okay. So what do I want to do here? I want one of these Dust Bishops to join up with this group. I actually probably should have just run that lone Dust Bishop forward. By the way, we now have Dust Water Extractor. +6 from city? What? Hold on. Yep. City has an advanced extractor. Oh, this is a developed city that we took from him. That's fantastic. Oh, and haunts. But just the one village? Yeah. Okay, so we have 2 haunts villages now. Next turn we'll be able to build another Dust Bishop. I probably want... Well, actually, we still need Stalwarts, don't we? Let's get a couple of Stalwarts building. Right, because this is only enough to set our armies to 7 and 7 or 8 and 6. So yeah, we need more units yet. I'm not going to stress too much about including a bunch of Dust Bishops. It's important. It's important that we just fill the armies up, and then we'll worry about exact composition later. Construct an influence-related building to get a bunch of red saying. I'm not too worried about that. So we could buy out this dude in Eopoli. That's actually maybe a good idea. Oh, Eopoli doesn't have its minor faction villages up even. This is embarrassing. So what do we have exactly? 1272? So this guy picked up those units. Yeah, these are dangerous foragers. We're gonna have to blitz this dude. Try to avoid getting these necro drones involved. All right, so yeah, you are well outside. We need these guys to move up, and we need to run up before they move. Because again, it's important to me that we get them before any reinforcements can come in. We want to be fighting the smallest number of enemies possible. So buying population is a better long-term play probably, but we have to win this war. It's like fairly important that we don't get our asses kicked here. All right. Yeah, I did it before they got there. Well, I still think it was right to do. And they just retreated anyway. Okay, let's just do this for now. They're going to pillage my watchtower. Oh no. Look out, me. The pillaging. I suppose it makes sense to build an Abbey of Anomalies here. Okay, at this point it might be wise to start leading with this army. The extra reinforcement flags will be valuable. Although I kind of want the Dust Bishops in the other army then. Because if we have a force of ranged units and then we have melee units coming in behind them trying to get past them, it's going to lead to some pile up. I think we're going to find that we have some difficulty getting people into position. So we got a lot of XP from that retreat that we forced there. Yeah, this guy's all by himself. He has goofed. Alright, I don't think there's anything really to do here. We're about to finish our dust transmuter. That should be pretty huge. So let's have a look at the market. It looks like, yeah, still nobody else is using the marketplace. Oh, we have a city now that doesn't have a governor. I know that Allegra is still injured, our spy, and I'll get to it. We should probably equip this dude. I'm just going to give him a titanium weapon. Actually, am I? Hold on. Let's compare the stats of a titanium weapon to a tier 1 dust weapon. I don't want to stretch our resources by giving him a palladian or adamantium weapon, but this might actually be worse than dust. Let's see. So 24 attack and 18 damage, 21 attack and 16 damage. Yeah, it's slightly better. Well, it doesn't have Infantry Slayer 3 though. It only has 2. Yeah, let's just use that. The difference between Infantry Slayer 3 and 2 is 10% extra damage dealt to infantry units, and foragers, which seem to make up the backbone of his army, are infantry. Okay. Who still has move? Oh, right, the ship, sure. Ooh, this would be a lovely, lovely factory, or a lovely fortress to get. Use Roundup on Gimail? I've never seen this quest before. On Gimail. Gimail is producing an awful lot of dust for us. But free fortress control is a big deal. Not that we'd be able to maintain it. But control of this for even a couple of turns is going to give us even more dust water. And we need the dust water. We need the approval. It's also going to help with our resource problems, and our ships are going to be slightly better, but that's not really hugely relevant. How long does a roundup last? Doesn't exactly say. Maybe I'd be better off waiting on this until I know where some more of the fortresses are. Because if we could lock the region, that would be a pretty big deal. Although there's still neutral ships wandering around. We've seen that. What's the population of the city we just took? 7? Alright, so we're going to keep chipping away at his army. I'm not going to do this right now. Let's wait until we see the other fortresses and get their quests. We might be able to set it up so that control of this fortress lines up with control of another fortress in the region, and we might be able to get control of it at least temporarily, which would be huge. Alright, so we're going to attack this guy as soon as the turn starts. And you can pillage my watchtower all you want. I'm fine with it. Okay, I don't think we bring these guys in. I don't want to lose their action point. These guys are just going to retreat, probably. Yeah, it's fine. Sorry, is this a loose guardian? What is happening here? Okay. I'm even gonna just auto-resolve this. Yeah, should be pretty trivial. What is this? Oh, he's attacking Kajnor. Okay, that's a problem. How equipped is Peyton Quinn? Ugh. Yeah, that's an issue. What is his army? This is the Foragers. It's real bad. We may have to come and reclaim. Alright. We're gonna need troops. We can make it a pretty significant percentage of the way back this turn. I think we'll keep this army up north here. And this army can get a move on. Well, I'm just going to auto-resolve this. It's a foregone conclusion. Yeah, they win huge. There's no way of holding that. Actually, you know what? There might have been. The AI is not that good at cliffs. We might have been able to do a cliff thing. I don't know. Possibly. But we can certainly go and reclaim the city on this turn. And I'm going to have to do some weird stuff up here. I don't know what's going on with this. Is this a mercenary guardian? Is that a thing that can happen? Because you can't... a yellow placard indicates that it is a roaming army that was not spawned by a neutral village. And so, there's a couple of places this could have come from, but it can't be a thing that Purple actually built, and it did just appear in this space out of nowhere. So I'm not really sure what happened there. If you are, please enlighten me. Help in the comments. You guys are pretty helpful in the comments usually, and mostly pretty polite. There's been a couple of people here and there. It's been otherwise the other thing, you know. Okay. So let's go get our city back. It's an annoying little incursion. I have no idea what's going on around Lenfell. The Titan Bones ran out, and we do not generate Titan Bones fast enough to keep the booster up 100% of the time. Alright, so that'll lock him up. There's not a way to attack these guys without involving Rondaria, which I'd rather not do. But as long as they're not attacking Lenfell this turn, I think it's fine. Lord Peyton Quinn. Get your resource gathering on. Alright, we're going to get the other point of reinforcement positions. Alright, let's do it. So we should be able to smash these guys up pretty seriously. There's a single point of fortification on the city that's actually really annoying. So we could start further back. Nobody's coming, so we don't have to be afraid to fill in these slots. Actually, you go here. And my thinking with starting further back is that we deny them the ability to hit us with all of their units. Because they have 2 speed. Actually, this doesn't help us in that regard. They still totally get to hit us with all their units. This does give us a nice concave, though, to fight from. Means that we'll surround them rather than the other way around. The Dust Bishops are at the end. I want to make sure this guy dies. I'm not sure why people are so eager to kill this dude. Actually, that works. He's going first. He will move to here for sure. Yeah. Oh no, he's not going to move to here. This is a cliff. It's so hard to tell the cliffs when they're facing northwest or northeast. Actually, this being a cliff helped us quite a bit. Whoa, going after the hero. What would cause you to do that? Alright, if you wonder why it's not doing any damage to them, or at least it looks like it, it's because we're hitting the 1 point of fortification. I'm pretty sure that's not who they were targeting. And this guy ran over to here just so that he would be attackable by that hero, I think. Very annoying behavior. Okay, he chooses to attack the full health stalwart. Strange. They're almost putting in effort to lose this battle. It's really weird. We need that soul leech heal. Unfortunately, our stupid hero would prefer to buff people rather than attacking, but the buff is not good enough to justify that, like, pretty much ever. Okay, this guy's gonna die. Yeah, that's a shame. Okay, we get a couple of soul leeches off on this guy. Stop buffing! Kill! So it'd be really nice if our Dust Bishops were in better positions. These they pulse an AoE heal to everything around them when they attack, and if they were next to more of our units, obviously it would be a lot better for us. What? I took the city. I attacked the city and won the battle and do not have the city. And the city has more fortification than it did at the start of the battle. That's very strange. There's no reason not to heal since we're not going to be attacking this turn, I don't think. Yeah, and they're going to keep my city for an extra turn for no reason. Well, I don't care for that. But it's happening, so let's try to move past it. We're at 100%, but happy. I don't know. There's some things about this game that are a little screwed up here and there. I think a lot of it is mostly display issues. Let's keep working on our science. We have got to find the other fortresses. Why is this sea region so huge? Okay, you're just gonna stay right there. You're, I think, just gonna stay where you are. And you actually don't have any movement left. Yeah, can I please get my city back now? Yeah, that was annoying. Combat happening in the north. But I was very careful to position myself so that we were just out of range of the city. So this is relatively favorable. These guys are pretty injured already, except for Karis. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, for some reason it generates an extra combat pop-up when you take a city. I don't know why. Alright, yeah, let's do it. This should be pretty good for us. Yeah, they're not bringing... I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what the AI does in its head when it's making decisions. Okay. And no damage was taken. And now you're going to attack me separately. I'm not gonna manually participate in this. Are you joking? I lost a stalwart somehow? That's, I do not believe you. That's a little silly. Alright, well, you know what? We just got a huge amount of dust. Let's go ahead and, rush the construction of some soldiers. Let's rebuild our military a little. And also population. At this point, what we would do in a lot of games is we would buy a ton of resources and just like go nuts with all the boosters, but this game is working a little differently. Because nobody's selling any boosters, there's not enough resources on the market for that to be a real plan. All right, in 2 turns, we're going to get a dust water boost, and that is... it's going to be real good. Okay, 120 dust. I appreciate that. That's helpful. I would really like to be able to see the city. It only has 3 units in it. They probably committed some number of their units to the various attacks. Do I want to send Allegra in there? We'd have to heal her up, but I imagine that's not very expensive because she's not... Oh. Did Peyton Quinn... Oh, right. With the city that we lost. Yep, that makes sense. Get back in there. Where is she? Yeah. She's not worth anything, unfortunately. So we got 90? 90's not great. We probably can do without it. So the question is, do we just push them now? If we attack the city from right here, we can avoid involving Imosi. So I think that's got to be the plan. What does Imosi's garrison look like? 7 units. Alright, we want to lead with Argbad Rose Valhalla's army because, again, the extra reinforcement slots mean we'll get all of our units coming into the battle much more quickly. With only 3 units here, I think we just push them. We'll siege them next turn and we'll try to run them out. I want Rilkata to the south, within reinforcement range, but south enough to move to Kajnor if need be. Yep. I have no idea where Purple's capital is, do I? A guardian, you say? Ah. Alright, who leveled up? Leofric Whitechapel. The governors who are in the cities close to the front are going to be getting a lot of XP. We definitely want our cities to be winter immune. Winter could fall at any moment, so it's important to pick this skill up now. Okay, Purple has 3 guardians right now. Okay, and the garrison of Rondaria is not scary. We knew that. So we have a Necrodrone, and Neros is a better guardian than the Dust Guardian, obviously. Damaging charge is scary, and 4100 health is scary. I mean, there's not really any two ways about that. This is gonna hurt. Alright, the Necrodrone dies first. I'm going to assign this hero to attack these guys in the hope, perhaps vain, that we get the Necrodrone. But I'm definitely concerned. The Water Guardian, like I said, it's just a much better unit than the Dust Guardian. It's going to be a little bit scary. Oh my god, it actually could reach. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I didn't remember it having so much movement. In fact, I'm like real sure it doesn't have that much movement normally. It might... That was only 4? It was here, right? Yeah, I guess that's only 4. Okay, so we have to reload, obviously. We lose the war if that happens. That's my bad. I assumed that it only had 2 or 3 movement. We have to position ourselves such that it doesn't get to do a charge like that, because when it gets to do a charge like that, it gets that huge cone attack. It is a cavalry unit, and cavalry units generally have abilities that trigger off of movement that are better when they move more before attacking. Yeah, we can't survive that. Why does it have 4,000 health? Do they usually have 4,000 health? Well, it's real bad. A Water Guardian with 4,000 health and enough attack and damage to hit an army for 500 is definitely an issue. Okay. Apparently I am not going to be allowed to move my armies. They decided that they moved first, despite the fact that they very clearly did not. Alright, well, we'll fight, because we have to. I don't think retreating from their Guardian over and over and over and over again is going to be a viable strategy. So, we will want to play up here. We have to be pretty far away from the Guardian. It's going to spawn in right here, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can't be in these spaces. You probably need to switch spaces with you. Alright, it spawns here, or here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can't be in that space. We're gonna have to block one of the reinforcement zones for the first turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. We can't be in that space either. I think I'd rather be over here. 4. Yeah. So the Water Guardian, it has Damaging Charge. And Tsunami Charge. After a charge deals damage to the target and opponents in a cone up to 1 tile per movement point spent. So basically we want to end the turn adjacent to it, but the fact that we don't have more initiative than it does means that it's going to be able to get us with this in such a way that it may literally be impossible for us to win a fight against this thing right now. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4... No, it moved 5 spaces. Yeah, it just moved 5. Okay, well, what is giving it... I don't know, it shouldn't be able to do that. River Surfer? Oh, it moved across 1 river space. Well, yeah, it's 2 river spaces, but that's enough to give it an extra space of movement, which means that we probably lose this battle hugely now. Yeah, because it's going to keep doing things like this. Yeah, okay. So, I don't know what it is equipped with that is giving it so much health and so much damage, because it's not usually... I don't believe a base Water Guardian is anywhere near this powerful. So they've got it equipped with some kind of crazy something. Which means that we can't fight it. Which means, how are we going to get out of this? I mean, this is going to be good for us. This is a valuable lesson. Okay. Okay, please move my units. So apparently we have to fall back while we reassemble here. But, they're really in a bad place. How are we going to fight this thing? Let's have a quick look. What are the base stats of the Water Guardian? Yeah, 1,000 health and 150 damage. So how it has 4 times that health is a little bit of a mystery. It definitely can't just have 4,000 health, right? Like, Guardian equipment is powerful because it has to be, because Guardians are not very good without equipment. But I did not remember it being that powerful. What is they got a... All this does is make the army action available more frequently. A lot of Guardians have an army action. The Water Guardian's army action is that it can destroy structures. So it can just walk up to your watchtower or to your extractor and knock it over. And then you have to rebuild it. I don't care for this. There is a loose Necro Drone over here, and a Necro Drone 6 is powerful enough that I'm actually worried that it might be able to take a city by itself. Yeah, we're making good progress against Purple, but it's, you know, his units are still individually pretty dangerous, and we are not going to catch up until we have Tier 2 Adamantine and Palladian weapons up here at Marvelous Alloys. Out of curiosity, we can check the scoreboard. I'm just curious how many technologies he has right now. Research. 45. That is some kind of cheating. So he is, compare that to our more modest 32. So he is, he's in the last era. He would at this point be angling for a science victory if such a thing were possible. Alright, I kind of want to meet green. I just want to know what their position on the scoreboard is. So I'm assuming that purple is still not interested in a truce, despite the fact that he's lost 2 cities in this war, and he's not been doing a tremendous job of taking stuff back from us. Yeah. It's weird that he's interested in being at war forever, but he's not interested... Oh, no, actually, it's not that weird. Necrophages actually get a bonus for each nation they're at war with. So it's actually not crazy at all that he would want to be at war with us, even if he's not necessarily interested in fighting us, because he's getting bonus attack on all of his units. 23 turns. Well, I'm certainly not going to divert the citizens of this city to industry. We'll just let this work along for a while, and then we'll buy it out. Okay, Iapoli, I think Kajnor maybe should build a Dust Bishop. Put this in ahead of that. And Iapoli can build... I really don't know. I guess Burrows, probably. But we have a lot of dudes with levels to spend. Anybody else? Okay, so if your opponent should acquire a unit that is capable of wiping out your entire army in a single strike, and in fact is functionally invulnerable, what do you do? I honestly don't know. A player with a unit that has 4,000 health and that can deal 6,000 damage to up to about 15 units in a single attack would basically be unstoppable. The AI is manipulable, but it's still an issue. To put it gently, it is still an issue. So I honestly think if we attack this Necrodrone with these 2 dudes right here where we're getting the benefit of Kajnor's garrison, we probably lose. Dude just does too much damage and has 640 health. We might be able to attack these guys without provoking the Guardian, because I don't know where the Guardian is right now. Okay, we just met red. Hey, I'm attacked. They get to move after I've moved adjacent to them and issued an attack. I'm assuming he's going to retreat. Oh no, he wants to do it. Okay. I'm cool with that. So he has only 2 move, I think. 3 move. So we don't have to let him choose his target, but also I don't know that it's really all that beneficial to us to fall back. I guess it would be nice if he didn't get to attack us over a cliff. Because he's flying, he can ignore a cliff while attacking. Let's make him stand in a position where we can actually punch back. This would be an annoying place for him to land, so let's not make that a spot. If he lands here, he doesn't get to attack anybody. That's the trade-off. Okay, he is not bringing in any reinforcements. Man, they have so much health. He's probably wearing armor made of strategic resources, which is a completely ridiculous thing to do. There's no good reason to do that. Armor made of strategics is so expensive that a player would basically never be able to do it. You have to have crazy resource generation. Although I guess maybe it's coming from his ocean. We don't know what his ocean region looks like, but we do know he has one. I wish that his cities didn't all have like 400 plus fortification. So it would be nice to rush in and take Rondaria. So do we met red properly? Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at the status screen. Red is winning. We knew that. Pink is the only player we know who's not in control of their original capital, and that's because they're dead. So there's apparently been a lot of violence, but not a lot of reducing the difficulty of the supremacy victory, which is a problem for us. May as well heal up, because that army's not going to use their action point this turn. This army... Oh, wait, we moved adjacent to this guy, and then he moved here and attacked us? Because we still have our action point. Despite the fact that I moved here and then clicked on him, he moved here and attacked us before it processed my attack order. Well, I mean, it's beneficial to us, but it's not a good representation of what it looked like, of what should have happened. Alright, so we gotta figure out what we want to do with this. I'm so worried about attacking it and just losing. First of all, what an embarrassment. Secondly, we can't afford to be throwing troops away right now. We're kind of on the back foot. This Water Guardian's going to be an issue. We need purple to surrender. We need a truce with purple pretty badly. Because we need to develop up to the next era. We have 3 more texts to research after we finish Warriors Guild, and then we have to research this, and then we have to figure out a way of affording the retrofit, which means we need a lot more resources. Yeah, this sucks. Now we can make a play to get control of this fortress, but when we use a roundup in Gimale, it will reduce the output of our population by half, and this is a significant amount of dust right now. And I don't want to take the fortress over just to have it immediately taken back by rogue neutral vessels like these ones, which don't have great stats. Admittedly, we can't afford weapons made of adamantine or palladium, but ships with titanium and glass steel weaponry would be sufficient to fight these guys, I think. Of course, at the moment we take our region, purple's gonna know it. Well, actually, they don't have direct vision of this region because there's a little intermediary here. Maybe we could take that region over. Alright, well, I think we're going to have to attack these guys, probably. I was thinking that we might be able to bring an army down to do it, but maybe not. He has so much health and so much damage. Yeah, we really need purple to stop fighting us. We need purple to surrender. Because if this battle keeps going on, we're going to lose. Blue was beating them, right? Blue was registering as triumphant. That massive Guardian is a real issue. So, as far as the Guardians go, I really only like the Water one and the Earth one. The Fire Guardian's fine, but it just doesn't do enough damage to enough things. I like the Water Guardian and the Earth Guardian because they can hit multiple targets, which somewhat justifies the expenditure. One of the big values of a bunch of normal troops, a Guardian's worth of resources of normal troops, is that your normal troops can hit multiple targets. You know, they can spread out over a bunch of guys. Even with a Fire Guardian, which is, you know, well-equipped, is going to one-shot most things it hits. Because it can only kill one thing per turn, it's vulnerable to getting swarmed. The Water Guardian and the Rock Guardian are both a lot less vulnerable to that. So I guess we're going to have to fight around the Water Guardian until we somehow become able to kill a thing that can destroy our entire army in a single hit. His troops are able to just barely survive a hit from it, and he's got level 10 troops wearing almost certainly strategic armor with made of the best materials in the game. So that thing is a real terror. Alright, well, I think while we ponder strategy, ponder how we're going to fight around this Water Guardian until we can get Purple to a place where he's willing to truce out, come back next time. We're working the problem. We're figuring it out. Yeah, come back next time. We're going to keep pushing. I just don't know... I don't know how exactly. But we haven't been eliminated yet. We're sitting on a pretty good economic base. We'll figure it out. And we'll see you then.